Hi there, Barry from Shriekback here. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch to all you fine Patreon folks for a while. We've just finished the 15th Shriekback album, which is called Some Kinds of Light. And so obviously there's a lot of stuff you have to do when you finish your record, artwork and mastering and so forth. So I've been a bit busy, but I thought I'd just send you a little movie out. Woolsey here, just in case you were wondering what the strange snorting sounds are coming back. He's all relaxed here. Anyway, okay, Patreon folk. The idea of this is to deconstruct one of the tunes from my last record, Contaminated Pop. This is one that a lot of people seem to like. It's called Virgin of the Ladder. Little bit of background. It's the most songy song on the record. It's a very songwritery song. It's a simple idea. There is actually a chapel of the Virgin of the Ladder, and there are various, you may be aware through Patreon, I sent out some, I think, 16th century pictures of Madonna della Scala, I think is how they say it in Italy. And there she is. There's the Madonna with a bloody great ladder behind her, which is kind of great, isn't it? 'Cause it's, so the song kind of wrote itself really. And you get into all sort of songwriteries and things like, rung by rung I'm climbing up to you, oh my Virgin of the Ladder, that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd not fight the line of least resistance and just make it a really songy song. But anyway, the idea of this today is that we have a look at the guts of the thing, take it apart, rather like those docos where they find a whale that had been washed up on the beach, or a giraffe that had to be put down, and then they dissect them. And I found it really fascinating. Luckily we don't have to kill the song or sit around till we find a dead one, because here it is, Virgin of the Ladder. Let's have a little look at it. This is what it's written on. This is my little laptop where the magic happens. See, Virgin of the Ladder set up in jolly old Logic, and if you've never seen these sort of things before, I expect most people have by now, haven't they? But if you haven't, it's all the tunes go, all the instruments, various elements go this way. This is time. All the instruments are stacked up here like a orchestral score, basically. See, I've been more systematic than I am wont to be, being a bit of a sloppy bastard sometimes. And so we have all the percussions in drums and what have you, shakers, stick, congas, cymbals, toms. They're all in green at the top. So let's have a quick listen. Actually, let's listen to the whole thing, or just a bit of it anyway, so you remember what it is.
Chiaroscuro, it gives me something I can misconstrue. Your sickly martyrs make me feel alright. They give me something I can live up to. I guess this is where the magic happens. Epiphany of stone and light. Blue collar, a thermidor, bringing something from the building side. Oh, my Virgin of the Ladder, will
Yeah, so there we have the full blown beast. So let's take it apart. Let's dissect the fucker. Drums, first of all. This is the bass drum. This is what it does. You can hear that's not a real bass drum. That's actually a 909. So it's a drum machine, sort of dance music drum, bass drum really. To Martin Barker's disgust, the whole album in fact is done on drum machine, which was no reflection on Mart, just that you can do drum machine stuff in the privacy of your own home, whereas with drums you need, you know, proper studio and everything. Anyway, so hi-hat. We see the hi-hats pan. These are the pan controls, so which side of the stereo things come out on. On the other side, as is traditional, we have a shaker. There's the shaker on its own. Shaker a bit emptier. Hi-hat's doing 16s, bass drum, and there's a little rim shotty stick thing, side stick. Must be a little loud. Some congas, which just to sort of keep things rolling along. And that's your basic drum groove. And then we've got the, you know, the sort of event type things that come in. Cymbals, for instance, and tom-toms. Yeah, and the bass, and that will complete our rhythm section. Fucking hell. Okay, so let's keep deconstructing stuff. Here are the keyboards. So we've got this big sprawly, very improved piano part. I'll just what shall I do? I'll just keep some empty stuff in. Just have the hi-hat, shakers and congas. And we hear the piano on top of that. That's a digital piano. It's a software. I can't remember who made it. Quite a nice one. Bags of echo on it, so it's, you know, the lonely pianist in a big empty hall vibe, which is the thing I really like. Then we got an organ to go with it, of course we do. This good old-fashioned Hammond gospel sound. This is the actual Hammond that we're seeing here, that's actually playing. Got the Leslie going fast. Here it is, weebling along, and it slows down on the verse. You see, so we can fast spin on the chorus. All the old tricks, you know what I mean. And then there's a kind of synthy violin thing. This comes in on the second verse, I think. Halfway through the second verse. Hear it? Really does sound like a proper fiddle, doesn't it? Not that I care about that sort of thing. And then we got some effecty backward piano. Rather like that. This thing here. So I've just taken various chunks of the original improv piano and turned them around the other way. And then we move on to the vexed topic of guitars. If you're interested, all the guitars in here. Is this one, which is a lovely old Fender Jaguar that my son Finn brought back from America for me. It's a 1963, and you see it, Jag, and it's a very doingy. It's very good for this sort of thing. Its natural mode is doinginess. So, and doinginess was exactly what was needed for this. Okay, on we go. We've got the there's the drums. And we're going to have a look at these guitars, these very, as I say, doinky guitars. I think that's what I started with, was these chords. As you can hear, lots of tremolo on them in the I don't know, sort of 1950s sort of psychobilly kind of a way or something. That's sort of the idea. I'm a very, very primitive guitar player, so I have to keep everything very simple, which is kind of a blessing in disguise, really. So those chords go all the way through. And then we got some bigger chords come in on the chorus. There's a distortion on that, obviously, but the other one's going at the same time. We've got this one's called Doinky. Doinky seems to come in on the chorus as well. See a donkey on his own. Oh yeah. So, the way these are all written is I play everything all the way through and just pick the good bits. Little hands of concrete there, but you know, you won't notice when everything else is going. It's called Getting Away with Murder. There's the organ. And what happens, I think, is the piano and the doinky Jaguar do this little duet thing. There's also something called a grunty jag, which I can't remember doing at all.
In this year without blue collar.
Let's just check out what the grunty jag does. Quite nice, isn't it? I love it. Oh, I got that sound. There's a lot of shit on it. I use this thing called Guitar Rig, And we've got a grisly reverse moan, which I think must be something I made up myself. Sounds like something I might have done. So from a songwriting point of view, we'll come into the vocals in a little bit. Yeah, so obviously the dialectic, if you will, in any pop song is between the verse and the chorus. So obviously the chorus needs to sort of come in big and loud and sad and glorious. That's the idea anyway. And so just do a little bit of that.
Blue collar of the Madonna,
Here comes the chorus.
from the building side. Oh, my virgin of the ladder, will you be with me when I start to climb? Gravity I'm overcoming, nothing doing when it comes to time.
So I put everything but the kitchen bloody sink on the chorus. So it's mainly keyboards. Obviously we've got the organ goes all the way through, the piano goes all the way through. So they're doing that on the chorus. But also we get a string machine. Hear him. And a choir, which I guess is from the Spectrasonics plugin, which is Omnisphere, which I use a lot of. So there's the choir as well. So we get this big thing. And the guitars.
Inside. Oh, my virgin of the ladder, will you be with me when I start to climb?
So we can have a look at the vocals now. I'll give myself a bit of a compliment, because naked vocals can be quite, you know, naked. Especially mine. Here we go. And jag chords. So yeah, here's the lead vocal.
I really dig your chiaroscuro. It gives me something I can misconstrue. Your sickly martyrs make me feel alright. They give me something I can live up to.
Then there's a high one.
I guess this is where the magic happens.
It's actually two high ones.
Feel alright.
This is sort of little ornamental things on the verse.
I guess this is where the magic happens. An epiphany of stone and light. Blue collar of the Madonna, bring in something from the building.
And then everyone's.
Oh, my virgin of the ladder,
They're all unison and louder on the chorus.
Something from the building side. Oh, my virgin of the ladder, will you be with me when I start to climb? Gravity I'm overcoming, nothing doing when it comes to time.
Yeah, the high guy's bitten off a bit more than he can chew there, hasn't he? Again, you know, once you've got everything in, you don't really notice it. And now we've got a proper harmony by the looks of it. Let's see how it all sounds together.
Of the Madonna, to bring in something from the building side. Oh, my virgin of the ladder, will you be with me when I start to climb? Gravity I'm overcoming, nothing doing when it comes to time.
That's about the size of that. Yeah, well, that's about it really, I think.
In this year without a summer,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I lost
the Virgin
everything I
of
thought
the Ladder,
was mine.
combining the Catholic Church and B&Q.
I'm sorry, baby, that was the last
Home Depot.
one. And I know I can change, but there's only so much a ladder will do. You want an acolyte that is so scared of heights. Run by run, I'm climbing up to you.
Nice one.
Oh, Virgin of the Ladder, grant me only that I do not fall towards the center of the earth.
Okay, so
Up against the wall.
that's about the size of it. I hope you found that interesting. I don't know, you have to be of the dissectful frame of mind. Yeah, let me know. Send me some comments if you like, and we can, if you're into it, we could see what else we could profitably chop up for fun. Anyway, thanks for listening. See you.